I showed building it, but I neglected to pick up the camera when it was finished. Hi.
Hi.
You look like a monkey.
She is a monkey.
She just clung on to mama. Good evening, beautiful people. I get to do chores in daylight because the days are getting longer.
Oh, and it's like gloriously beautiful.
Oh, we've had two days of just beautiful weather. I can't even see the sun's right in my eyes. All of us have gotten a little bit of sunburn.
It's so good.
It's been nice.
So good.
I'm getting ready to do the evening chores. It's a little early, but figure we'd bring you guys with us because the light's excellent.
It is.
All right, let's see what slackers have done. Well, I don't see eggs all over the ground, so we're doing pretty good.
Doing pretty good.
So
there's always a rooster.
There's always a rooster. This was one of the old school industrial double-sided nest boxes. I've got it kind of jerry-rigged right now.
Thank you, Fit Farmer.
Yes. Thank you, Mike, Fit Farmer. I cut it apart because I didn't need dual sides, and once I cut it apart, it let me stick it to the wall. I've got stuff up because they like to lay underneath it. This whole setup's just temporary because I'm gonna build a big mobile coop, and we're gonna put everybody out in the yard in nets. So this will work for right now. Let's see, I see a lot of egg. 20, 22.
Earl, you're so pretty. Are you the one out here making all that noise?
That's him, that gray rooster. That's Earl.
Yes.
Earl Gray.
Yes. We figured we'll do an update on the animals while we're out doing chores tonight. Not really much has changed with the chickens. They're chickens.
They eat anything they can get their beaks and claws on.
Yeah, they have been laying a ton. Even through the winter, we were still getting quite a bit, and we're now getting like 3 to 4 dozen eggs a day.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
We're up to here with eggs.
We're up to here with eggs. It is a blessing to have, though, because I do not want for eggs when it comes to breakfasts and baking and all that stuff.
Well, see, what had happened was we had gotten last spring's chickens, and you know, we only had maybe a dozen good layers
at the time,
at the time. And then as the days got shorter, egg production dropped. Well, the new chickens hadn't started laying yet. It was like, we're getting 2 eggs a day. Like, this isn't cool. And so we held out, and finally it was like, we can't do this.
I gotta get eggs. I mean,
she went to the store, she bought a couple dozen eggs.
Broke down, went to the store. Guess who started laying? Like literally a week later.
Well, it was like the next day.
It almost,
it was like 2 days after you went to the store.
So all the babies came of age about that time, and we have been drowning in eggs ever since. And it's a very nice problem to have. Do you see them chickens?
I don't think she knows what to think about the chickens.
She still hasn't quite figured them out. Onions, still growing strong. We left them because, baby, and never really got around to harvesting them. But they've overwintered beautifully, so we have had fresh green
onions.
Onion greens for a while. But that's about the only thing that survived.
That bed, they were all really small when I was pulling out the other ones. And I was like, well, then I'll just leave that bed, and then, you know, Buggy shows up, and I spaced it. But it has been really nice. If we want fresh green onions, we just walk out and get them.
Yeah, we didn't mulch them or anything, so.
That's actually been one of the only things we've had out of our garden this winter. 27 for today.
Sweet.
All right, we got some slackers today.
We did, but that's okay. They were busy enjoying the sunshine too. So your nightly routine with these guys is just check for eggs, and then you lock up the nest box.
Yeah, I don't really like my method of locking them out. It's just a bar that goes across that I have to slide in.
But this is so they don't sit in there and poop in it all night.
Yeah, because if I forget to do that, I'll come get eggs the next day, and there'll be, you know, a mountain of poop in one of those nest boxes. So they get locked out.
And look at those beautiful clean eggs.
Yeah, they're all clean.
So nice.
So that's why I do it. It's worth it. All right, so we'll show you guys the new pigs and all of the old pigs. I've seen some comments, people asking where the guinea hogs got to. They're still here. They're up in the woods. They're living their best life.
They are.
Hey, pigs.
Hey, babies. Gosh, they're already bigger.
Yeah, they're bigger.
Hi, babies.
They've been kept in feed for a couple days. Pork chop will let me pet her.
Oh, good sweet.
All right, so our last video, we
totally dropped the ball.
Totally dropped the ball. We didn't say what kind of pigs these were. These are a Hampshire
Berkshire
cross.
It's So they're Shire pigs.
They're Shire pigs. If they were all male, then they would be, you know, Bilbo, Frodo, and Sam. But they're all 3 girls, so
Didn't work out.
didn't work out.
It's all right. I really hope you guys got that joke. I'm not going to explain it. You either got it or you didn't.
So these are our feeder pigs.
They are current feeder pigs.
Current feeder pigs. So I think what's going to happen is everybody we're raising for meat right now is going to be ready at about the same time.
Probably.
I'm going to take you up there and show you the guinea hogs. Guinea hogs are getting pretty big pretty fast.
They are.
I think we've worked out any bugs we had with feed and you know how much we're feeding them, and they're getting pretty big pretty fast. Like pigs like this, you can have them ready in 6 months.
Yeah.
You know, if you have the feed right and nutrition right. 6 months would be great, but I have a feeling in 6 months the guinea hogs are going to be ready. So let's walk up there and we'll look at them. Out here in the woods, here's the guinea hogs. These are American guinea hogs. They're what, 15, 16?
About a year and a half.
About a year and a half old.
Yeah. These guys are sweet.
These ones are really nice.
Hi guys.
Careful, that fence is on.
Is it? Okay. Hi guys. Hi. I didn't bring you snacks. I'm sorry.
Adam from Farm Life Outfitters. He came out here a while ago and this pig's just gonna lay on me.
Nap time.
I was looking at him and he commented, he's like, guinea hogs will spoil you. He's like, they're the easiest pigs. They're super friendly. They have great personalities. I mean,
yeah. Adam and Michelle from Farm Life Outfitters is where we got their mamas. And one of them was pregnant when they came to us, so we got bonus pigs. But they really have kind of spoiled us.
They're like, if anybody is wanting to get into like homestead pigs, I would highly suggest getting American guinea hogs.
Yeah.
They are pretty low maintenance.
They have been.
They're pretty good foragers. They're super docile.
We had talked about getting out of guinea hogs just because they do take 2 years or more to come to harvest, but I kind of like them. Their meat is phenomenal. I mean, obviously that depends on what you feed them, but
so Meg actually isn't a big pork fan.
I'm not a big pork fan.
Most of the stuff you get from the store, it's got kind of a porky flavor, and first time we had guinea hog, it was like, whoa.
I have been able to eat this pork, and that's kind of a big deal for me because I was really, really turned off of pork for a long time, even like bacon, just because
it's just gotta...
It's got a taste and a smell, and it's like not my thing. Like I can smell it. And this, like I can eat pork, realizing it's not the pork that's the problem, it's the commercial pork that's the problem. So I have been so happy with these guys. Their meat is pristine.
It's tasty.
It's so good.
Very marbled.
We've got a lot of lard, which for us, we use a lot of lard. We've been using a lot of lard. And like you said, they're a great starter homestead pig.
Yeah. I'm very happy we started with them.
Yeah.
We had talked about getting out of them just because they're so slow, but I think what's going to end up happening is we're probably going to make sure we have just a couple in constant rotation.
Yeah.
We'll do other faster feeder pigs. Like this year, we need some feeder pigs in the in-between.
Right.
But they're going to be ready this year. All right, let's go look at the mangas.
Yeah.
And
the house you built there. It's super cute.
I forget about it. I showed building it, but I neglected to pick up the camera when it was finished. So let's go down
Well,
there.
it was also like midnight. It's a hot cabin.
Wah, wah. Hi, lamb chomp. That's all she wants. She just wants scratches. You scratch her, you meet the quota. See? See? There you go. As soon as you meet quota on the scratches, she's happy. All right. So here is the hog cabin. So this was my own lumber that I milled up myself with a chainsaw. All right, we gotta walk away. They're too noisy. So that is the hog cabin. I milled up downed trees that were out in the woods, made them square, made timbers. I made all of the lumber for that, which was a really cool project.
It is really cool.
Basically, I'm in it for screws and the metal for the roof. So like, I'm pretty happy with it. It was pretty cheap. And then the siding, it was like, well, what am I gonna do for siding? And I'd had the thought, and then Meg came out and said it, and she was like, you should use all of the bark that you cut off as the siding, and it would kind of look like a log cabin. And so that's what I did, and it turned out pretty cool looking.
So cute.
Like, it's kind of cool.
Like Pinterest pig house.
I don't know about that.
Cute.
That's the hog cabin. They enjoy it. Used the sawdust from making that. Put the sawdust in there, and as soon as I put the sawdust in there, they're like, oh, this is bed. And so that's where they sleep. They've got a shared wall, and so if it's cold, they can sleep together. And so far, no complaints, huh?
So far, no complaints.
All right, so now we're gonna talk about something and put it out to you guys.
We did put this out on Instagram probably about a week ago.
Yeah, and now we're going to use the power of the internet.
Yeah.
She is
17 months.
17 months old.
Yes.
You know, a little over about a year and a half. Bubbles is
4 months younger than her, I think.
yeah, 4 months younger.
Yeah.
He does boar things.
Yes, he's fully matured into his boar life.
Okay, she
Has not been interested.
has not been interested. He's been interested in her, which from what we've heard, that's a good thing.
Right.
She has not gotten pregnant yet, and the whole reason we got these was this is our breeding pair.
Right.
We were going to have litters.
Yes.
By now, we should have at least had one.
And you've been checking her.
I've been checking her, and from what I can tell, I don't even.
We're experts,
not that
but,
we're
you know,
experts,
we've
but
with
checking
some
her
pregnant
every single day when she's occupied eating. I don't know if she's even come into heat yet.
Right. That's the weird thing. Like,
So-
there's been no obvious signs of standing heat, no swelling or anything like that.
We've gotten a lot of information from like Instagram
Yeah.
and various people we've talked to. We don't know.
So my question specifically is for anybody who knows mangas, because from what we've researched and have known, 8, 10, 12 months is a good range for them to come into heat, for pigs in general to come into heat, depending on the breed. Is this normal for mangas? Is like
Yeah.
17 to 18 months normal for mangas? Are we waiting on something, or do we have a bum pig?
Yeah, that's the thing we're wondering.
Because I mean, it's kind of like, should we cut our losses and put her in the freezer and start over?
We're gonna give her a little bit. This
Yeah.
is the reason we separated them. We
Right.
might separate them even further. I can tell when the guinea hogs are coming into heat.
Right.
It's pretty obvious. It's hard to miss.
Yeah.
She has not done that once.
Yeah, no signs.
So it's like, okay, well, I mean, I'm down here enough. They were in the barn, and I work out of that barn a lot, and so I'm around them pretty much daily
Yeah.
throughout the day. And it's just kind of like, okay, like I'm not seeing the signs. We're gonna try separating them, see what happens.
That was one of the suggestions we got on Instagram,
Yep.
was to separate
Separate 'em.
them, kind of give her a break,
Yep.
and let her see if she comes into heat on her own without disturbances constantly.
We will see.
Yeah.
If anybody has experience with
Mangas in particular, yeah.
let us know if you've had luck breeding or
Yeah.
had bad luck breeding. Some of the comments we got on Instagram, there's a reason they kind of fell out of favor in Hungary, where they're from,
Right.
is because of the difficulty breeding.
Yeah.
So hit us up if
Yeah.
you have some information.
Yeah.
All right, so one thing I had mentioned in a vlog past was we were getting our meat birds.
Yeah.
Well, that got delayed.
It did. Obviously, there was like freak weather in parts of the world,
It's been pretty frozen across the U.S.
Yes. So unfortunately, that delayed our batch of meat birds for shipping that week. Well, then the Postal Service put an embargo on shipping, period, for live animals. So long story short, McMurray called, was super cool about it, and we got switched to March. So, I mean,
It actually worked out because
It
we
did.
were supposed to get our meat birds in the middle of getting this pen ready and having to go down and get
Yes.
pigs. And when they called and they're like, hey, we're rescheduling you a month, it was like, oh, thank
that
goodness.
works out. That's good.
So,
Now, I did see today that the Postal Service is lifting the embargo on
Shipping live animals.
Shipping live animals. So, if you guys are looking to get either layers or meat birds or turkeys or anything like that, I will drop a link below for McMurray. We love them. They are great. I'm going to go into a story later when we get our chickens about why I love McMurray, or even more of why I love McMurray so much. But they really are a great company. So I'll pop a link below for that. Now would be a great time to order. I've heard from Ginger, one of the gals that works there, that they have put in lots and lots and lots of work to make chicks more available this year after last year for everybody who is getting into raising their own food.
yep.
So,
Okay. I think that's going to do it for us for today.
Yep.
We're going to go in and make some dinner and call it a day. We're supposed to get rain for the next week,
week and a half,
and we're not looking forward to it because
picking up sunshine.
it's been so nice having seen the sun for like 3-4 days in a row. So I think that's going to do it for tonight. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
Bye.